Hello, Sagittarius. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, it's the Star Tarot by Kathy McLeland. The top here is Kathy's website, kathymcleland.com. Feel free to check that out if you'd like to. Supportive Oracle cards, Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish, illustrated by Jesse Reish, and there's a website at the bottom, hayhouse.com. Feel free to check that out if you'd like to. What do we have for Sagittarius? Sagittarius. Okay. Overthinking might be a thing. All right. I still want a couple more cards out here. We gotta get some Oracle cards. Somebody might be just talking your language here. I think we're all subject to this, quite frankly. Sometimes people just, like, they talk our language and it sounds great, and is this good or not good is the question. You're getting involved with something. That's not bad. I don't know if there's really anything bad here, just to be fair. Somebody's pulling you into something. What? Okay. I already feel like I gotta slow it down, because when this happens, it's just like, just keeps going, just keeps going, just keeps going. Eight of Swords. No, it's the Strength card. It's the Page of Swords. Page of Swords, but I also kind of get the Eight of Swords here. I don't know. I feel like I have to do it. I kind of like, I can't let this go past me. If I'm going to get like an Eight of Swords energy, the way I'm seeing it is not like, I don't feel like I'm trapped in the sense of like I have no choice. But I feel like, how can I not do this? It feels like that. How can I not? This is right up my alley. How can I not do that? So it's not like I can't do it in a bad way. It's like, why would I not want to do this? Why would I not want to do this? I feel like it's that type of energy. And you might even have reasons you can easily think of why you would not want to do this. But you're like, yeah, but those reasons aren't that good. So I'm going to do it anyway because I want to. The Strength card, coming in, making it happen, doing what I need to do, what I want to do. I feel like you want to be a part of this very much because you got the Knight of Cups here. I want to be a part of this. I want to. It's where it's heading. Like, whatever it is, it's going to have a long-term commitment to it. You know that. I don't see you being against it when it starts, at the very least. At the very least, I should say. At the very least. There's a history with this situation, though. There's a history with this subject. I feel like you're ignoring a part of the history here. Again, it's a long-term commitment. But I feel like you're ignoring part of this. Part of this is kind of like you know what this is about. In the wisdom and the history here, I feel like I'm not allowing myself to think about it too much. Should we, though, is the question. Because somebody comes in really fast, and I know this better than I know. I mean, you know how this goes, whatever this is. Because I see the Magician coming in as the challenger. And when it's the challenger, in this situation, the Magician wants what the Magician wants. It may sound like the Magician is there for you, but the Magician is there for themselves in this situation, is what I'm getting. They're there for themselves. How does this relate to Sagittarius, this Magician? Like, what is the concern the Magician has for Sagittarius? Two of Swords. You could help them remove a block. They might even be transferring a responsibility over to you so they don't have to worry about it anymore. Because I see them, the Temperance card is number 14, and that's Sagittarius. That's your card. And then the Two of Swords is coming out with the Magician, kind of like they don't want to be stuck with something, so they have to give it to somebody else. There's a piece of this here. It may look like they're going to stick around. I'm not sure they want to let go of something. They want to get rid of something. They want to go on to something else. Where they're heading, they're leaving something behind. They want to be free from something, and they have a lot of energy from it. This may be very tricky. I don't know. It might be very complicated. They want to let go of a responsibility. The nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups is like self-sufficiency, to me anyway, in different ways, but it's there. There's other things they want to do. They don't want to be locked into something. They want to be free. It's more of a freedom card sometimes, like being free from something. There's more like I feel like they're getting ready to give you something. And you're getting into it quite quickly. You're making a quick decision, but it seems like this is something you want. What you want from this situation is that going to last. The reason that Sagittarius is going into this is that part going to last. The truth. You need the truth here. Seven of Cups and the 13, which is the Death card. Seven of Cups can be illusions, dreams, thoughts, ideas. That's not really anything tangible. That's just ideas, dreams. I'm saying this as a Pisces. Sometimes Pisces gets kind of stuck in that card sometimes. I feel like you're being duped. You might be being duped. Let's be careful. Because somebody's coming in really quick and they're really happy to end their connection with whatever it is. I'm seeing all this coming real quick. And they're selling it to you. I feel like they're duping you. I feel like they're duping you. I really do. Like they're suckering you in on something. What you want isn't going to last. It may be more spoken word than actual truth, if that makes sense. It's a flat out lie. Let's just call it for what it is, right? This person's going to get in and get out as fast as they can. And they got this too. There's something else they're going for. I feel like this person is like stealing almost. Like they're just getting away with something. They're literally getting away with what they want. They're moving really quick. They've got the Knight and King of Wands. These aren't bad cards, but when it comes to this reading, it just means they're actively moving very fast to get what they want and to get the harmony that they want. The harmony, all this good stuff is on their side. You seem to get stuck at the end here with the Devil card, the Hermit card, which they're more Earth cards. They're more long-term commitments. I can't let go of it. I can't seem to get away from it. But you also have passion for it. There's a reason you won't let it go. It's not that you can't walk away, but whoever's getting you to take this knows you won't. And that's the thing. It's kind of like, I don't know. I'm just going to give this analogy because this is how it came in. So take it with a grain of salt. Doesn't mean this has to be happening in your life. But it's like somebody taking their kids to their grandparents' house, saying they're going to be away for 2 hours and then not coming back for 2 weeks. They know that the grandparents will take care of those kids. And they're just kind of sticking them with the responsibility. That's how this feels. It's just an analogy, just in case that sounds offensive to somebody, because I can understand how that would. But it's meant to be a certain level of impact there. That's what this feels like to me, though. Very much like that. Like, they know you won't walk away from it. They know you won't. And they'll get what they want. There's a lot of passion here. This is probably not the first time something like this has happened. I don't know if it's happened at this level before. Take it with a huge bucket worth of salt, whatever you got to do. I mean, you don't want to choke on it, obviously, but does this have to go this way for Sag, or is there a better way for this to work out? Five of Pentacles and the Sun card. Before it even starts, just refuse. You know what they're saying? It sounds really good, but this again matches into that analogy. If you're a grandparent, and you want to see your grandkids, and you're like, oh, they're coming for a 2-hour visit, that sounds great. But if you also know, if they come for 2 hours, they're probably going to be here for 2 weeks. Or you're like, well, you have to make the decision if is that going to be okay or not. Otherwise, it's kind of like don't accept the visit. It's hard. This is hard. This is really difficult because I feel like that's really kind of like, you know how this is going to go. The only way to stop it is to not engage it. But part of it, like seeing your grandkids, if that was the case, just for an analogy, you'd really want that. So it's kind of like, okay, is there a way we can do this differently? If you see it for what it is, you might have other options you can find. Even if you can move it to a different day, I feel like something can change this, but it depends on how you feel about it. They're just trying to give you a heads up. You have the history here, you know how this works. I feel like when I see the Six of Cups here, you know how this is going to go. If you really step back and think about it for a second, you know how this is going to go. As long as you see what's coming at you, you can make better decisions and you can make this more compatible to what you need it to be. You just got to see it first and slow it down. See it for what it really is, and then make your appropriate decisions. As long as it's in your possession to make those decisions, then you make your decisions. Okay, cool. It's just if it gets dumped on you, that's not going to work well. That's going to have a lot of problems. So all you need to do, I feel like it seems simple. I don't know how simple it sounds, but it kind of feels like if I just step back and be like, wait, I'm not going to make just a quick random, I'm not just going to say yes automatically. I want to, but if you just don't, and you step back and be like, wait a minute, what usually happens when this goes? I know how this goes. Because it's almost like a setup. It's almost like they're showing up. It's like on a Saturday afternoon, they're just showing up at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, like, I have to go do something for a couple hours. Can you watch the kids? It seems like it's that quick. And you're like, I can't. If you step back and go, I can't. I can do it later at 5. Like, I have to go now. And then just leave. It's kind of like, I can't do it right now, but if you come back at 5, I think I can handle them for like an hour or two. I just feel like if you step back, you know what this is about, and I feel like you can keep this more. But if you decide that that's okay, as long as you see it for what it is, I feel like you'll make the right decision and do whatever you need to do. Kind of like, well, okay, if you're gonna be, we know how this is. You say 2 hours, and then it's 2 days, so you need to do this for me or do that, or leave me a key to your house so I can get into your house and get what I need for the kids if I need to. Like, give me that stuff. Like, instead of like saying okay and just going blind into it. Well, you know how you are. You say 2 hours, you're gone for 2 days, so at least give me the key to your house so I can get into it if I need to get some supplies for the kids. It's kind of like the difference there. I hope that makes sense. It's weird to me how this is feeling. I'm just like, is this really happening? I feel like for those of you this is going to make sense for, it'll make sense for. It doesn't have to be a family thing. This could be a job thing where somebody says, oh, I just need you to do this for me for a couple days and I'll be back off of vacation or I'll be back from my trip. But then you end up doing it for 2 months. And they never really gave you the right tools to handle it. But this has happened before. It could be like that. You know what I mean? It could be a work situation. Just take it with a grain of salt. Apply it where necessary. As long as you see it with the proper eyes, I think you'll be fine. I think we're good. We're good. All right, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.